Welcome back to Crab Orchard, Tennessee. At 8 a.m. Central on November 2nd, 2019, our friends from Lhoist North America and the Southern Appalachia Railway Museum were busy preparing for the day's round-trip excursion train to Rockwood and back. We were invited to document the 2 employee appreciation trips, which were a first for both Lhoist and SARM. Powering the train over the former Tennessee Central was Lhoist's entire GE roster, including both high-hood B-23-7s. At 9 a.m., the train crew pulled the consist out from the shop track lead. The locomotives then shoved the short train back to the plant, where the Lhoist employees and their families were eagerly waiting to board. The train's consist included a freshly painted L&N bay window caboose, Southern Railway dining car number 3164, a Southern Railway coach named the Fort Oglethorpe, and a modified boxcar, acting as the power car for the train. For the volunteers of the Southern Appalachia Railway Museum, this excursion meant everything. It was the first train the museum had operated since 2016, when the Secret City excursion train out of Oak Ridge ceased operations. Thanks to Lhoist, the hard-working volunteers felt a sense of purpose in sharing the railroad with the mine's employees and their families. For many of the passengers, this was their first train ride. While Lhoist owns and operates the railroad to Rockwood, not many of its employees had experienced the scenic 16-mile line, which includes 11 major bridges and 1 tunnel. Starting in the 1960s and ending in the late 1980s, Southern Railway and later Norfolk Southern would operate steam excursions in conjunction with the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum from Chattanooga to Crossville. At Emory Gap, diesel helpers were added for the mountainous section between Rockwood and Crab Orchard.
I'm really excited to be on the train here today. We're running an employee special for Lhoist North America, and the outfit I'm wearing today is just a simple conductor's outfit with a trainman's hat. And I'm going to be going around and punching the passengers' tickets, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fun today.
Gabe, what's it like working with a company like Lhoist on a trip like this? What does it mean to you?
It's great. I mean, I think it's great that such a large company is letting us, a very small organization, do something as big as this, and I'm very thankful for it.
Once all the passengers were boarded and accounted for, the train departed the mine shortly after 10 a.m. We rode along with the train crew the entire way, capturing the innate beauty of the former Tennessee Central to Rockwood. Rolling east out of Crab Orchard, the train ducked under Interstate 40 and continued through a rural area known as Renfro Hollow. In 1918, a spur track was built in Renfro to serve a coal mine not far from this location. 5 years later, the spur was removed. Coal mining, along with stone, coke, and mineral mining, were a huge source of economic stability and growth for the region for over 100 years, beginning in the 1850s. Lhoist North America is a Belgium-based mining company that acquired Franklin Industrial Minerals in 2006. In the early 2000s, while the mine was still a Franklin operation, Norfolk Southern considered abandoning the site's only link to the North American rail network. As the only customer along the line, Franklin feared losing its vital connection and purchased the dead-end branch line from Crab Orchard to Rockwood in 2001. As part of the purchase, Franklin also acquired 3 General Electric high-hood B23-7s from Norfolk Southern. Road number 3999 became a parts source for the 2 operational units, 4021 and 4023, which are now rail fan favorites in the Southeast for their uniqueness. The former Tennessee Central winds through mountainous territory between Crab Orchard and Rockwood, showcasing 11 large trestles and 1 unique tunnel at Mount Roosevelt, just a few miles west of Rockwood. One of the most popular bridges along the line for photography is the curved bridge along Route 70, just west of Ozone. Most of Lhoist's bridges are of wood or steel construction that include concrete supports. The mining company has made major investments in the railroad's infrastructure, upgrading many of the bridges over the years with new ties, rail, and supports. Ozone is a popular location to capture Lhoist trains in action. The small unincorporated community is located in Cumberland County, Tennessee. It's situated atop the Cumberland Plateau and is home to Ozone Falls, a beautiful 110-foot waterfall created by the flow of Fall Creek into the gorge south of town. Because of its beauty and easy access, Disney selected Ozone Falls for filming scenes for the live-action 1994 movie, The Jungle Book. Today, Ozone Falls is a popular vacation destination for travelers from out of state and has become a popular swimming hole in recent years. Millstone Creek Bridge is one of the longest on Lhoist's main line, spanning 930 feet. The bridge is visible for most of the year to motorists traveling along Interstate 40. Westel is a small community along the Cumberland Plateau that rests easy at 1,370 feet above sea level. East of Westel, Lhoist crosses the Piney Creek Bridge. Nicknamed the Time Zone Bridge, Piney Creek is where the central and eastern time zones are divided. The impressive steel bridge was constructed in 1898 and stands 111 feet tall while spanning 539 feet over the creek below. Thankfully, we were safely harnessed in for all of the scenes captured from the front of the locomotive. About 2 miles to the east of Westel is the Willett Hollow Tunnel. Easily accessible from Route 70, the East End Portal is a popular location for railroad photographers to capture the trains before they begin their descent down the 5-mile-long 2% gradient to Rockwood. The tunnel is at an elevation of 1,362 feet, while the Rockwood Interchange is 845 feet. The Big Gulch Bridge is inaccessible from the road, and unless you're willing to hike in and climb the steep hillside, this view is only possible from the train. Here, the passengers are treated to an exclusive view of the valley below. On a clear day, you can actually see the Smoky Mountains. Coal Bank Hollow is where the Roan Iron Company was once located. The facility was one of the region's largest employers, but due to financial mismanagement prior to the Depression, the iron company closed its doors in 1929. Rockwood is where Lhoist interchanges with Norfolk Southern. With a population of 5,500, Rockwood is located at the base of the Cumberland Plateau along the Tennessee and Clinch River valleys. This charming Tennessee town also sees a lot of mainline freight action, with Norfolk Southern's C&O and TP mainline running right through the heart of town. At the interchange point, the train stopped and the crew switched ends.
You think we're going to be here a minute or two?
10 minutes.
Yeah, a few minutes. I get a slow crowd.
After swapping ends, the train departed Rockwood with Lhoist number 3138, leading the consist back to Crab Orchard. B-23-7 number 3138 was originally built by General Electric in 1978 for the seaboard coastline as number 5149. Changing unit numbers over the years, the 2,250 horsepower locomotive eventually became part of the CSX system and served on the major Class 1's roster until 2001, when it was purchased by Franklin to serve on the former TC. In 2012, the locomotive was repainted, along with the rest of the railroad's roster, into Lhoist's corporate blue, gray, and white livery. Rolling along in perfect evening sunlight, the train continued through Ozone. Several rail fans were there to greet the train. The train arrived back at the plant around 1 p.m. Central. Passengers debarked after a fun day riding along one of Tennessee's most scenic railroads. An evening trip later on offered more employees the opportunity to ride. We'd like to thank our friends at Lhoist North America for having us along on this exciting excursion train over the former Tennessee Central. We really appreciate their hospitality towards the railfan community and their strong company value of giving back. With over 100 years of mining history in Crab Orchard, Lhoist is poised to continue mining for generations to come. Thank you for watching Delay in Block Productions. We hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, happy railroading.